Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition to Exit Step. My name's Teddy Treebart here. I'll be commentating yet again solo, but that doesn't mean I can't provide you with any less insight and also just as good as Before we get started here, there is one thing I want to plug here. As you already know, we are powered by the Indie SGC. For those who are just joining us today, this is Exit Step. This is a beginner and intermediate bracket for people to learn Exert and also just get advice from high-level players and also just get that bracket experience they are getting. So happy to supply the community a nice, safe learning environment while all about honing their skills. Anyway, if you're in the Indianapolis area or just around the Midwest area itself, come to Fight Club. Fight Club is Indiana's largest grassroots monthly event here at Boss Battle Games. We're running Vampire Savior this month to celebrate Halloween. We're also running the usual suspects of Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Virtua Fighter 5, Third Strike, and Guilty Gear Strive. So if you bring a setup, you get $10 off your venue fee. So depending on which brackets you sign up for, you can get in for Fight Club absolutely free. And this also includes the entire free play arcade at Boss Battle Games. So sign-ups close at October 10th at around 11:59 p.m. Register today at StarTG/Indie Fight Club. So, with that out of the way, we have our first match over here. Ashley/Lee. We have a bunch of and Ella. Now these are two brand new Exit Step entrants. So you guys are welcome to. So now, I'm not sure what characters they play. So we have Jam. I'm assuming May Pellet is going to play May. Or no, Bedman. Oh no, wait, I remember that. Alright. Let's get our first match over here in Exert Step. Letting the intros rock as expected.
私が勝ったらバイトしてもらうよ。
Okay, so Jam, obviously one of the other very prolific, very rushed down heavy characters. With Bedman definitely on the lower end of the tier list here, but that doesn't mean we can't do work with Bedman. Kind of have this weird hybrid of zoning and set play with the icons and whatnot. Let's go for a mix-up with the 8-8 dash here. A strike for a mix-up. Good punish by Ella. Nice. I'm thinking they were trying to go for an ID pressure reset there and just didn't get the input they wanted here. OT2 with the Beyblade. Almost had it. Had the wrong special move, so it probably could have gotten a much better knockdown here. Looking for an air throw. Some kind of reversal. Gets the dust, but does the wrong homing dash. Barely. Ashley will take that first round there. Nice. Good blocks. Coming from Ashley. Good punish, but that doesn't get a whole lot out of it. Great backdash. Confirm. Yep. The Beyblade OP. A little off on the timing of it. Nice. Able to throw off that a little bit. Cut it down a little bit better. There's the Beyblade. Nice. Next start coming in. Archie to make himself safe. Nice double overhead coming in from Ella. Nice. Okay, let me. How's that? Nicely done. All right. Using the icon, kind of nowhere near here. There's the Beyblade Oki. Forced to hold that situation, and Ella is going to take that first game there. You see a character switch? Nah. That was a pretty long game, but you know what? Definitely can tell these guys, these players are still a bit new, so they're still trying to figure out neutral. Not quite, the combos are not quite there yet, but they'll get there eventually. Nice. So that is a save. So the thing about Jam's kicks, they are Rekka, so you can cancel one into the other. So if need be, you can make yourself at least a little bit safer. You don't have to. You don't have to commit to the one of the kicks. Just based on the 3H there. Looking for some kind of air throw, but it's not getting it. But those JHs are going to be doing a lot of work already in Hellfire State. Now Ella is going to be on set point. Nice. Pokes out with the far slash here. Not going to get much. I'm seeing a distinct lack of 6H here, and that's one of Jam's premier buttons. There we go. Now we're starting the vortex going. Goes for the triple overhead. So done. Wrong special move. Looking for, probably meant to do Beyblade there. Yep, there's the zoning, empty jump, low. Nice. Yep, using the Beyblade kind of establish offense. Base to DP, but doesn't get a punish off it. Nice, Amare. And now Ella will take that game 2-0.
口実飛空艇の情報悪化確率を知ってるかい？ 0.0001% に満たないらしいけど意味のない確率だよね。結局は死ぬか生きるかの2分の1なんだけど。
Oh, holy yeah.
憲法の期限が何千年前なの
So excellent stuff going to Ella. They're going to be moving. It is first to two, guys. First to two.
流派で言うなら一生の持った人間の方がよっぽど歴史は長いが今更そんなことを自慢する奴は滑稽だと思うだろう。
It is first to two. All right. So now we're gonna next on stream we are going to have so let's see. Where's the stream go? We're gonna have Gender and Hold Back the Bark. So May, if you be so kind. Ella, if you be so kind. So, Now Gender hailing, yeah. gonna have gender. Ooh, excuse me. Mm. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have gender and hold back the bark. So gender, extra step regular, rock and the Kai, and basically, they have been hell improving a lot. So it'll be very interesting. And then we have hold back the bark. I believe they are new to extra step. So, love to see that they are a bunch of people. I think like half this bracket is a bunch of new people, which is always great to see. So, we're gonna ping gender one more time. Cool. Let's see. It's been all right. Let me see if I can get gender. She is a bit late. Come on. Yes, Katsuragi. Yeah. See, me personally, I am a fan more. I am more of a Simbali Rudolph fan, as you could probably already tell. Actual goat horse. Huh, that is strange. Let me check. Check-ins. Did they check in? No, they checked in. So, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, Opera Ode's also one of my favorites as well. I love Opera Ode. Okay. Okay, this is weird. All right. Well, we're gonna DQ gender the loser because I pinged them multiple times, and they are and she is not responding. Yeah, so we're just gonna DQ gender. But do not go away, hold back. We will have you play against Lucy. Sorry about that, folks. Pastel, please, I'm TOing. Oh boy. Okay. So we're gonna move on to winter semis here. Up here. All right, you guys are good to go. All right, let's get it on. All right. We see Lucy rocking the alpha as per usual. And this is the first Johnny we've seen in a while. We haven't had much Johnny in this bracket. All right, let's find a cancel. Nice. Okay, immediately bursting out. Just doesn't want anything. She does not want anything to do with Nice. Almost had the dust, but just that far slash kind of pushed him out. Goes for the fuzzy block. Isn't able to convert. Let's see if Bark has the lightweights, and they do. Good stuff. Good 2P. Just this is the fuzzy match. Just making sure that they do not get away with that pressure because they only had Mistfinder level 1. Ah, there it is. If they just let the grenade cook, they would have gotten a full conversion off that. But Mistfinder level 2. There's the knockdown. Level 3. Genoverse. Nice. Doing a really good job of controlling the neutral, but Zwei RC, everybody's worst nightmare coming in. There's the Bakusai, goes for the unblockable, has to hold that, and hold back the Bark. We'll take that first game. Excellent stuff. Here we go. Tries to swat Bark out of the air here. Barely backsteps the 5H. Great defense coming in from Lucy. Yep, wants the burst there. Gets the plus frames off the grenade and the shotgun. Still has level 1, level 2. Oh, got the second hit, so not going to cause a hard knockdown. Spends to level 2. Back to level 2 again. There's the hard knockdown. Level 3. Nice! Blitz coming in from Lucy, but doesn't capitalize on that. Going to jump cancel that far slash. And now hold back to Bark. His onset point really showing how strong Johnny is. All right. Back at it again at Krispy Kremes. There we go. A little trigger happy with the coins. Wasn't even really there. That's what I want to see, Lucy. Using the Prime Berry to exert more plus range. And look how much mileage you're getting off that. Goes for the shotgun loops. That pressure is so oppressive. Tries to go for an air throw, but gets nice. Great call out on the 5K. Nice. See if they got it. They got the hard knockdown. Well, Oki, there you go, Lucy. Now you're talking. Now, here comes the 5H. Use the Bridal Express wire so you to kind of bait out the misfiner. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that's that shotgun B. It's so good, so fast, and it's very safe. So you gotta be careful on that. Nice, but doesn't get the conversion off that counter at 2H. Dead angles out. Yep, just uses the Prime Berry to cover the approach, and now Lucy is out of the corner. Very smart. Tries to go for the proximity normal for the close slash, but doesn't get it. Presses just a little too early. There's the trade that she was looking for, but doesn't fully convert. There's the anti-air. This is so much. And gets to 60. Now Lucy is on the board. Double glizzies on the board. Nice. Oh, must have a misinput there for the sniper rifle. Oh no, and Bark just kind of wastes 2 coins there. That could be costly in the most literal sense possible. There's that 2H. I guess that's what Lucy was missing there. You definitely use that 2H more to just kind of confirm your hits. Nice. Goes into the Guts Crush. Not quite yet, but Hellfire, Judge better half. This is going to be a lot of damage here. Yeah. So now Bark is in Hellfire state. Burst! With the burst, this is so bad. And you gotta respect the meter. And especially with Johnny, with That's My Name, is very safe. It's very hard to punish. Nice. Standing low. Great Abare from Bark. Nice. Just utilizing the plus frames here. Lucy's doing a much better job just abusing that Pine Berry with the shotgun. Just really getting a lot of mileage of those plus frames. Tries the JD YRC. YRC coming in. Burns the meter for reversal super. Now Lucy's in the corner here. Tick throw situation by Coin. He's final level 2. Opts to go for the unblockable here. Messes it up. Gotta keep that on you. And unfortunately, it wasn't enough time to let the Bakusai dissipate. And now, pull back to Bark is gonna move on to winners finals. Excellent performance from good stuff from Lucy. That was a really good set. On God. Okay. So next we're gonna have Double D the double versus the walls.
ゲストのお目見えよ。
All right,
ゲストのお目見えよ。
we got that going right now. Yeah, Vakasai lasts a while. So it's very important to kind of just run your offense and make sure you don't have a chance for Johnny Ford to kind of just poke out and like get any sort of misfire on you, regardless of the level. But we got another Alpha on the stream this time around, and this time we got Venom. So the doubled. Actually one of the favorites to win this time around. Now that Nazers and James Trombone are not in the bracket, I do think the double is probably going to be is my prediction to win. But you never know with these brackets. You know, you could have some hidden killers. Messes up the lightweight combo here. You gotta delay your air bash just a tiny bit in order to get that bread and butter. Yeah, you can. Now you can see Wall is actually more of a sniper elf though. Definitely more focused on the zoning aspect of her. It tends to switch to more. It's looking like they tend to switch between stances. Baits the burst, so this is not a particularly good situation for Walls here. You know, looking for some kind of guts crush, and now you're stunned. The double going to take that first game. Nicely done. Getting into the red heat there. Excellent stuff. Nice. Coming in with the 2H. Nice. Now the doubled. Actually, fairly convincingly. Sorry if I was trying to TO at the same time here, so I apologize if there was some dead air. But we're gonna move on here. Good stuff to doubled. And it's been a while since Gender has actually checked in. They haven't been responding to. She has not been responding to the pings, so I think I am just going to DQ them. It's weird because they checked in, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay. For now, we will do. We'll do Ella and Lucy on stream, please. Alright, so the Elphelt Bedman matchup. This is a matchup I don't see particularly often. Let's get it on. So this could be one of those things where Batman is definitely one of those characters that if you don't know exactly what you're facing against, especially against a good one, you can kind of get lost in the sauce here. But Lucy seems to be very aware of what the character can do. Tries to go for the shotgun cancel into 2H to pick up off that. I think the wasn't charged for long, so it's not gonna get that. Not gonna get that that conversion here. Just looking for that burst. There's the JD. Look at this pressure for Lucy. Definitely a major improvement over the past few weeks there. Just utilizing a lot more of her normals here, and I really like the progress. Nice. Just using that shotgun, just maliciously just put out the hitbox there. Counter hit. Well, yep. Goes for the on the throw. Bakes the burst. So bad for Ella. And now look at that. A dominant first game coming in from Lucy. This is so unrelenting. Bakes a burst. Definitely, the Elphelt shotgun is just one of the very worst. One of the worst places to burst, to be quite honest, because she can block. It has a large hitbox, and it's just so disjointed from Elphelt that the burst will just whiff 90% of the time. So you gotta burst when she's fully committing to a normal here. Just keeping the pressure up. Look at this. The shotgun is real. much more to say. You gotta FD. It is definitely one of the other characters that's really tricky to FD. You can't really. You have to conserve your meter. You gotta know what normals to FD. That shotgun P is definitely one of those things you want to FD. The shotgun blast itself, kind of a waste of meters. And gets a wall splat, and look at that. Probably another dominant round coming in for Lucy. Excellent stuff. That pressure has vastly improved over since last week. Excellent stuff. Oh, whoops. My bad. Okay. Yeah. That was my bad. I forgot to switch the overlay. But we're going to move on to our next match. So now, our next match is Walls versus Sweet Mama's Chili. Second. Sorry, I'm doing multiple things at once here. Gone very broken. Shotgun. This Travelier very broken. Yeah, I know the names of the guns. I'm a fucking nerd. What about it? Alright. What is? I can't really show you because Pastel has climbed. My cat has climbed into my lap, and she always seems to climb in whenever I'm doing. Alrighty. Yep. So Slayer, definitely the bane of my existence here, but definitely one of the very few matchups. Slayer actually having probably the best defense in the game due to backdash cancel. And for those who are unaware of what backdash cancel are, so Slayer can cancel the pre-jump frames of cancel some of the frames of his backdash to retain iframe, so you can cancel him to a special move. So pretty much any special move Slayer has is a reversal. Let's be real. Nice. Goes for the pile bunker. I respect it. Channeling that Nozers. Yep. Goes for the left-right mix-up here. That's that Ungatron, baby, the blender. Tries to. I see what they were trying to do there. I think they were trying to go for cross-up, dead on time. Which leads me to believe that Crocs has poisoned the Slayer water supply, and now everybody's doing them. Yeah. Yeah, you can also just jump with invuln. So it's just there's a reason why he has the best defense in the game. Oh, messes up the CQC command grab there. You see, Walls is just getting the small hits in neutrals, just isn't able to convert. Nice. Me and Chili, Sweet Mama's Chili trying to could have canceled into the yep. Able to kind of make their way in. The IDJH gets smoked by the Pete Denny gets smoked by Far Slash. And now Walls is gonna put themselves on the board for a round. Far Slash. You don't have that invincibility with Pile Bunker. You only really get it if you sway back on the on the bandy steps. There's the counter hit, and you're stunned. This is so much. Oh, but doesn't, just goes for throw instead. So definitely, when you stun somebody here, you got the meter for it. Charge Blitz. It takes away a little bit of their burst gauge, and it's going to refund a little bit of your meter. It's also going to refund a little bit of your burst gauge. So could have done a little bit more optimization on the stun, but you know what? That can go later on down the line. Yep. Look at this damage here. Gets the counter hit. You can convert off of that. So the counter hit off of 2D does pop him in the air, so you can get a small combo. I believe it's like 5P or 5K. Takes a risk with the blitz, kind of stuffing those Mappas, but doesn't stuff the dash in. And Sweet Mama Chili going to move on to lose the semis. Yeah, so that is first to 2. Excellent stuff. So now we're gonna double back to winners finals here. So we're gonna have the doubled versus Hold Back the Bark. And this is first to 3. Yeah, Mama Silly go through the gauntlet. That includes you, Lucy. So I hope you got the Slayer matchup down. But you guys are ready to go. Alrighty, back at it again at Krispy Kreme. So this first to 3. So I think this is, hopefully, the doubled has some Johnny experience here. This is the first time we've seen this matchup on at least in recent history for Extra Step. This is not a new matchup, but this is we haven't seen this matchup in a while. Dangerous burst there coming in from Hold Back. Because with Venom Close Slash, he can literally just react and just jump cancel and block your burst. So you gotta be careful on that. You don't want to burst too early on that. The offense coming in from Hold Back. There is the full stick of butter. Will they spend the bar to get them unblockable? Yes, they will. So now, yep, immediately spending that, and now Hold Back the Bark. Looking pretty good. Tries to trade with the ball there. Yep, just get a little bit at a time, but you gotta watch out for that Venom 6P. One of the best 6Ps in the game for a reason. Tries to go for the triple ball setup here. Baits the burst, but doesn't get much of a conversion off it. Level 3 Misfinder. This is where Johnny's at his scariest. So for each level of Misfinder that he has, he is going to be able to cancel out of his Misfinder stance much faster, as well as enhance his Misfinder strikes. Yep, going for the tech trap with the ball here. Messes up the timing on the wire seat. Now back to level 2. Level 3. Oh, he tries a TK Misfinder, but gets stuffed by the blitz and snuffs out the Q5 with the 2K2D. Definitely going to take that first game. Immediately going back, no time to rest. Excellent stuff. Done. Nice blitz. Blitz back again. Both were going for the blitz wars there. Stinger. That's supposed to be YRC, but you know what? The red RC will work too. And counter pokes with the 6P. Another coin trade. It's hard to compete with round start, and you bait the burst. It's actually one of the worst places you can burst, especially with Mistfinder, because the Mistfinder, the least projectiles, and it's so disjointed. Another blitz. Tries to go for another blitz war, but this time the double is going to hold that blitz. Snuffs out the 5K. Whip punishes there. For another trade. Oh no, the reversal finds its mark. Both players are in Hellfire state. Dead angle's out. Not going to be able to get a complete, but it is danger time, baby. We in the danger zone. The mortal counter, but doesn't get much. It's only in the final level 1. Tries to go for YRC, but misses the timing of it. Tries to chip. Doubled out. It is unable to do so because Double is moving around and navigating that last hit perfectly. Double Glizzy's on the board. Done. Nice, Rising JP coming in. Done. Goes for the Mistfinder. Level 2. There's the single hit. Going to opt for pressure instead of going for Oki here. A little bit of OTG here. The double, not looking too high here. Tries to swat them out of the air. There's the 6P6H. Safe jump. Yeah, gotta hold that. But the pushback of that super is so great that it's so hard to punish. Deletes the projectile using this final level 2. The 6P6H. It is there for a willing. 2D's under the Mistfinder. Baits the burst. Double looking so strong right now. But hold back the bark. Not making it easy. Another straight corner carry. Going to go for the double ball setup. RCs to make themselves safe after the mad struggle. There's 2S. 6P6H. And it seems the Feather's just having a hard time just anti-airing there. Would like to see more 6P coming in for hold back. Although it's no Venom 6P, it's still a very good 6P. But that 6P, but Venom 6P rearing its ugly head yet again. 2-1 doubled. So now we're going into game number 4. Done. Another whiff burst. That spacing on the 2D was just too good. Now just double is not letting hold back the bark get any sort of momentum. Not letting it get started even. We still 3 coins down, and you don't even have this final level 2. This is such a bad position to be in. It's YRC. Another coin lost. He's still at level 1. Meant to be YRC, but gets red RC because their opponent was still in block stun. Tries to move around, navigate there. RC's just get that last bit of damage, but not gonna get it. Goes into EI stance, but gets hit by the Stinger. Set point doubled. Messes up the ID combo. I think the ball kind of messed up the paration there. Nice tick throw coming in from holdback. Gets level 2. This is getting zoned out here. 6P doing a lot of work here. Yes. Immediately bursting out. The 6 again, K-Ball Oki, keeping it simple in terms of Oki. There's the dead angle. YRC has to burst out of it. Gotta spend this meteor just to make sure you're not dead. And the 6th row coming in from doubled. Going to move on to the winner side of Grand Finals. Good stuff. So now we're gonna go down to loser side real quick. And this is we're gonna see Sweet Mom's Chili versus Lucy the Limea. This is loser semis, so we're back to first to 2 for this one. You gotta be careful. You only got a maximum of 3 games. Oh, we're seeing the switch to Potemkin. Interesting. A bit of a risky gamble here. Bit of a risky ass play. Because especially when you're learning out, it's very inadvisable to be learning 2 characters at the same time. This is not a counter pick game, so you gotta be. So if you want to play these characters in tournament, you better be proficient with them. This is definitely a matchup where LFL can bully Potemkin, but you know all it takes is 1 pop buster, maybe 2, to get around there. Excellent stuff. Going in for the hard knockdown. Look at that. The pressure coming in. An excellent round. Just need 1 more. There we go. Woo-wee! Now you're playing like an Alpha player. That's done. This is the 5K meaty here. Yep. Oh, what a jump cancel. Get the knockdown too. Look at this. Tenkin has to. Oh, but the ever looming threat of Pop Buster here goes for the safe jump. Nice backdash. The ICPM. And Lucy gonna take that first game. The offense has dramatically improved. I love to see it.
手段問わず勝利初戦始め
Pressure. Gotta watch out. Seems a little bit spooked by the Pot Buster. Goes for the cross up. But Lucy showing that she is not afraid. Take that all the way. That meaty 5H. Stuffs the backdash. Just after that delay meaty there. Now set point Lucy. Oh, but you gotta watch out for that armor. Yep. And get controls and neutral of the JDYRC. Hard knockdown, yes. The conversions are looking so much better. It's actually insane. The delay stagger right there. There's the tick throw situation that you was looking for. Face the Pot Buster. You know, they're looking for it. And there's the Pot Buster. Is it enough? No. Has to go for the OTG. Help. No. A valiant attempt for Lucy, but Sweet Monticelli reads it. If they were just a little bit lower health, they might have been able to kill. But that meaty 5K is very strong. Gotta space that out just a little bit more. Just to make that. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. You have the plus frames coming in. There you go. Space it a little bit more out. You can really space it out to the point that you're out of throw ins and goes for the quick scope. Lucy, that's low key disrespectful. Anyway, good stuff. And Lucy is gonna move on to losers finals.
ここにサインをくださいせっかちでごめんなさいでも私素敵な式にしたいんです豪華じゃなくていい
Yeah, about the aura. Okay. So now we're gonna move on to losers finals. Where we have Hold Back the Bark versus Lucy. Lucy, this time was not intentional. Shit, I would have played it off. I would have played it off then I wasn't. Totally calculated. I guarantee you. I got nervous. You were cooking. You were cooking. All right, but this next matchup can cause some nervousness. We do have Hold Back the Bark and Lucy. For losers finals, you guys are good to go. Yeah. Nah, it's fine. You got it. I can swap this at any time. Look at that. Bam. Fancy. Alrighty. Alright. We'll hold back the Mark versus Lucy and Lamia. So now, I believe this. So, this is a first of three. So, whole different ball game. Got plenty more time to adapt. Here. Nice done. Just rushing her down, looking for a burst that didn't really exist here. Hold back Mark looking like has a bit of a case of the trigger heavy burst here. Nice, the plus frames. Good Abare coming in from Bark here. Misses the mark on the close slash here. Gonna get a hard knockdown. Unfortunately, that reversal super still very, very good. Both players are in Hellfire state, but Lucy very much with the meter advantage, but throws it away by using 5H. That does whiff on crouchers. Unable to Bridal Express like that. Could have punished there, but fails to punish there. Yep, keeping it real. Oh, baits the reversal. Immediately bursting out. Doesn't want to hold that unblockable. This is not. Immediately dead angles out. Another whiff. Another whiffed Judge Better half and hold back to Bark. Gonna take that first game.
手段が問われ勝利初戦始め
Nicely done. There's the shotgun pressure we know and love. Look at those plus frames. This is the close slash here. Hard knockdown. There's the overhead. And gets clipped by the explosion. Trying to tech buttons there. Good stuff to Lucy. Goes under the coin. Oh, tries to go for a conversion off that. That would have been so hype if they got the conversion for it. That was a bit of a weird interaction there. Well, grenade detonates, but pull back to Bark. It's not taking advantage of it. Now Lucy putting himself on the board. Nicely done. Nice. Pressure coming in from Johnny. Goes low. Can't blown up there. Plus frames on the Pineberry. Gets a stagger. Goes for the unblock. Ooh. This is up, but you know what? It does so much chip damage that it doesn't even matter. Lucy looking very, very good this round. Excellent stuff. Oh, goes for the bridal dress YRC. Probably looking for a floral. The 6K and the 6K, you know what? I respect it. The 5H. Control the neutral with the Pine Berry. The plus frames coming in clutch. No punish on the Bridal Express. With that spacing, it was negative. Uses 6H to evade the Zweilander. I think that was more of a coincidence, but you know what? Sometimes you can take what you can get here. Both players are in Hellfire state. So Guts is active. Man, yep, has to burst out. The counter hit bursts out. Can't let Lucy get we're in edgewise. We're gonna steal the round with Miss Final level 3. It's clipped by the Pine Berry. Great close slash coming in. But that Miss Finer looking pretty good. Oh, doesn't convert off it. That Miss Finer gotta get ready to block, especially that 5H to 6H. Definitely those are prime FD targets. Nice dead angle to get away. Oh no, not quite yet. Has to be careful. Goes low, but doesn't believe in the hit. The shotgun pressure is real. Gotta watch out for that reversal. First base to burst, and Lucy takes the second game. Incredible. It is now 2-1 Lucy. Just needs one more. What? Counter hit? Good stuff. Nicely done. Excellent. This is a very dominant round. There's the tick throw. Gets the didn't notice that the Pine Berry was there and could have got another full conversion off it. Gets Oki, but mash and throw. Goes for the burst, trying to close out that round here. And Lucy gonna take that game point. Set point Lucy. Nice. Oh no, drops the combo. Alright, so hold back to Bark. Actually, getting himself on the board here. Excellent stuff. It's a shotgun blast. Counter hit. There's the wall splat. Gotta charge it just a little bit more to get the wall splat. I think you can do like 3 or 4 of those wall splat shotguns. Now playing. What is it? Sorry, my cat is bothering me. Here we go. Gets a ground bounce. Getting that last bit of guts, but not gonna give it. There's the missed final level 2. The tumble state. Great blocks coming in from Lucy. Nice Abare with the 2P. And now Lucy gonna go to the grand finals.
ジョニーさんの旦那様ですが
Excellent, excellent stuff. Okay. So now we have the double. Versus Lucy. Neither of these players had their first win yet, so either one will fight for their first Exert Step win. Okay. Letting the intros rock. There we go. Oh, oh. Yep. Both players immediately air dashing back. Immediately bursting out. Nice. Now we got the lightweight combos coming in. Great blitz coming in from Lucy. Gonna have and stuffs the blitz with the 5K. That is a standing low, so Double has to keep that in mind. It's a little tricky to do blitz setups against Elfelt. Goes for the blitz and gets rid of the projectile, but the double goes for a tick throw setup. Gonna scoop that round. Yep. Nicely done. And you doubled. Excellent stuff coming in. Nicely done. Both players don't have burst this time. The OTG gets thrown for the trouble. The Dark Angel chip, look at that wrist, already at 50%. Unscaled, enforced counter hit, you gotta hold that one. Done. Woo-hoo-hoo. There she does. Oh. Amount of damage going for chip setup here. Double head morbid has to dangle out. Make sure that double doesn't get the ball set up. Now gonna take the other round. Gets clipped by the ball. done. Block, definitely. All right, you gotta block this. Look at that meter, all that meter eaten away. And now Double is gonna go up 2-0.
手段問わぬ勝利初戦始め 勝利2戦両者譲らずカウンター
Nicely done coming in. I look away for a couple seconds and I see Lucy's up on the board. Very nice. Get Stinger YRC going for the slight air conversion, get a hard knockdown. Get the sniper up and running. Counter hit. Get a small conversion there. Oh no! With the Judge better half! Could be very costly for Lucy. Nice. Immediately bursting. Nice. Run under. Stinger YRC. Oh no! Doesn't get the juggle off the 2D, the double head morbid. And gets the throw. And now, for the first time, Double gets their first Edge Step win. Congratulations! Hooey! We love to see it. Good stuff. Anyway, so you got two more wins until you fully graduate Exit Step. So for those of you who are unaware, we have the Triple Crown rule. You have to have 3 wins under your belt for this bracket in order to fully graduate from Exit Step. I thought 2 was just a little bit too easy, so we're just gonna crank that up a bit. So now you're gonna get more experience and get more analytics and more bracket experience under your belt here. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll do one more plug here. So, as always, we do have Fight Club happening this weekend on October 11th. We're running Vampire Savior, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Virtual Fighter 5, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and Guilty Gear Strive. So if you're in the Ohio or Indiana or even the Chicago area, come through. We always love to see new people come out and show up. Bring a setup. You get $10 off your venue fee. So that venue fee is waived if you bring a setup. And that venue fee covers the entire free play arcade at Boss Battle Games. That includes the Daytona machines, the rhythm games, whatever is on that arcade floor, you get complete access to it. And it's all free play. So definitely, and it's the best it's probably the best arcade in the state of Indiana. So definitely check it out. So register today at SergeantG/Indie Fight Club, and it will be streamed on Twitch.tv/DualKevin. We'd love to see. So, anyway, as always, thank you again for tuning in, and thank you once again for taking your first step into Xrd with Xrd Step. We will see you guys in. I'm fucking fumbling all over the place. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks, which will be. Come on. Which will be October 22nd. So, see you guys in 2 weeks. Y'all have a wonderful night.